buying a house, zip it. You are purchasing a car, zip it. You are going on a vacation, zip it. You are going to get your degree, zip it. You got promoted, zip it. You have a good man, zip it. You have a good woman, zip it. 99% of the time, the reason that our dreams don't come true when they are supposed to is because we open our mouth too soon to the wrong people at the wrong time. You were wrong to share your successes with people who claim to be your friends. Envy and jealousy are enough for people to feed off and tear you down. So zip your mouth. Most of your friends want to see you do well, but never better than them. And remember, even family members have hidden envy, but they can't stop what God has for you. Don't be a fool. And remember to zip your mouth.
I have heard you guys talk about this is what she does for a line of work and so on and so forth. So I said we're going to hear her out with the update. I did actually see that CashApp's legal attorney had withdrawn off her case. So I knew that, and I was like thinking that I was losing it because I had put it on my second channel, and I thought that I put the post on my main channel when Hot Chocolate had put that CashApp attorney had withdrawn himself off of the case. Now, because I'm not a legal attorney and I'm not anything, I never went to school for anything in law like a lot of us have not, and we do look at these legal docs, we're still actually just breaking it down in our opinion, even if some of it is cut and dry and you can pretty much simplify it and explain it to the public. I think it's sometimes safer to get a lot of updates when available from people who do this for a living. Hey, Tiffany. Good morning. Good morning. So we're going to share this insight from the professional, Cassandra. Make sure you go over and subscribe to her channel. The link of right now is in the top of the description box of either channel that you're on, whether it's SL Davis social media news or my main, well, this is my main channel right here, SL Davis nutrition health all media. So SL Davis NH all media or social SL Davis social media news. That is my second channel. But if you're over on my second channel, you'll see up at the top, it'll say, please subscribe to my main channel. And if you're on this channel, which is my main channel, you'll see up at the top, make sure to subscribe to my second channel. So now that we got all of that out the way, yes, that's where it's at. No, I've been knew that before I got on. I saw it in my feed. And, you guys are the ones that put me on to her. But, like I said, every time you guys put me on to it, and I'm not talking about you, Tiffany, but in general, the community, they could never lead me to the video of the actual update. Then the update that we did get from this channel holder was not anything that we haven't already heard. So I kind of sort of wasn't going to go down that lane, memory lane. But yeah, this is definitely what I consider something to talk about. This is a live stream, aka also known as live commentary worthy. So we're gonna share this right now and do the breakdown. I like the way because I watched this whole live update she did yesterday. I watched it when I got up earlier this morning. I've been up for a while because she not only reads off what's going on on the legal standpoint, but she breaks it down so it's more understandable because we never went to school for this. So we're not going to know the legal terms or the thought process of the legal system. We're going to look at it like, well, common sense would be. That's common sense. That's not on a legal standpoint or the laws of whatever state that that person's in facing a criminal case like Chrisean Rock. So we can use common sense with some things, but she knows the legal terminologies and what those legal terminology may mean for Chrisean Rock and what they may not. It could be good, information that is being talked about in legal terminologies, or it could be bad. But we're gonna listen up to what she has to say. So let's share that part.
Because I need to clarify something that shout out to Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate brought to my attention. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I do this every single day. So
she's much respected in my eyes because as a paralegal and a professional, in the court systems, and she does this for a living. Shout out to her. She's got a great job. She can also, when she's wrong or she speaks too fast on something and not look at the whole, the whole gist of it, she can retract her statement and say, I made a mistake. I dropped the ball. And she's the professional. So take key to that. She's retracting something, and I respect that she did that. And she's explaining that she had to retract something because she's not trying to confuse her community. And I respect her on that. So let's finish.
What's the saying? Charge it to my head and not my heart, or my mind, not my heart. Something like that. Okay. So to clarify, I just posted a vid going over Chrisean's Oklahoma docket, and we seen that there was a motion to withdraw. Now for me, I just stopped at the first page. I didn't even look to see that there were 2 pages. I didn't even scroll down. So once again, shout out to Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate for bringing that to my attention. So what I stated in the video was that, anytime you file a motion, it has to go before the judge, right? You have to schedule a hearing. There are some instances where what we call is hey Esmika. There are some instances where we can file pleadings by submission, but it just depends on each court. So I am assuming this is what it was, a motion to withdraw that was submitted by submission, which means that no hearing is required. So I did want to clear that up. I know what I be talking about, but y'all, I cover so many areas of law. I just have to make sure. But motions are, how can I say this? It's general across the board.
So I'm getting again that because she plead out, there's no reason for a hearing. She's not taking it to trial. She's not, moving forward. Let me just say that word because it might be a different word than the word trial. Moving forward, she plead out. So that means it ceases and desists any other, proceedings. If she pleaded out, it means, listen, I throw in the towel. Let's get this over with. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need for a hearing.
So that's nothing. But motions can either be brought before the judge or they can be submitted by submission, and that was the case. So thank you, Blue Rock. Hey, how you doing? Yes, I'm so glad the Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate. I was like, oh my gosh, let me hop on, because I know how some of these content creators can take something out of proportion and just blow it up. Okay.
Yeah.
So the motion to withdraw, like I said, and just to give you guys a simple explanation, is just saying that the attorneys did their job. The law firm did what they were supposed to do. Chrisean pleaded out on that particular date, and the case has been finalized. What the judge, the attorneys, Chrisean discussed behind closed doors, we don't know. So everybody's going to come up with their own scenario or their own synopsis.
And I hope that you're listening up, because as much as you might get people that do their due diligence and they do pull up legal docs, which is a great thing. I love the way that Hennessy Review, shout out to Hennessy Review, she breaks down all the documentation. But you can't go, after Hennessy Review when she doesn't give you this most recent update of what happens behind the scenes that is not documented, or at least not documented yet. These were mutual agreements between Chrisean Rock's parties and the state of Oklahoma or California, wherever she's making these deals with, these pleas with, okay? And I'm quite sure at a later date, they'll be documented, but it's not for right now the public to have to know what these deals were and the details of the deals until such, time is, permitted for them to have to put it by law on the record, because everything is done on the record, because nothing, the courts want to fall back on them, and vice versa for someone like Chrisean Rock in the situation. So it will be updated, but not like we want it to be. But a lot of times, maybe Chrisean Rock, in fact, does know what's going on with her case, and people she talks to in her circle, they do know that, it's looking either good or bad. They choose not to tell us, but when, the court system updates the information, that's when it will come available. We just got to be patient.
Or conclusion, because they're like, oh my God, her case been finalized, or oh my gosh, the attorney is, withdrawn because this. No, it clearly states in the motion that she pleaded out and that the case has been finalized. How you can tweak that, I have no clue. Okay. In criminal cases, now I handle family law, personal injury, wrongful death, civil rights. Each area has their own rules, local rules and procedures for certain things, as well as the courts. So for this type of case, because it's a criminal law case, the attorney did what they needed to do, and now it's time to withdraw from the case. Okay, that's that. Now going into, I didn't even share my screen. Let me share my screen. So going into the motion, and I am going to scroll. I'm going to blow it up, and I am going to scroll down. Yes, thank you, Blue Rock TV. And yes, people do have to stop with the extra stuff. I didn't realize how deep YouTube land is, and I don't know as far as why do people. Now, it could be a number of things as to why they withdrew. Sometimes it's not necessary, but sometimes, in my opinion, they probably do not want to be associated or attached to this case any further, because you have people that obviously do not have a job and will sit there and call an attorneys. I'm telling you guys, I contract with myself. Okay, I contract myself with attorneys. So I have probably about 10 different systems where I receive their phone calls. And I'm telling you right now, if we have a high profile case such as this, and I get and I get calls like this, I'm gonna be frank.
I agree. That's why you're right, Tiffany. I agree. Ran with assumptions. We can only say, like, even her as a legal person, she went to school for this, to study law. She does this for a living. My favorite paralegal, Cassandra, she even says, like, you have to use, in my opinion, you hear me say that a lot, because I don't know the laws of each state. I've never studied law. That's why I don't even try to dig too deep into the legal paperwork. I do the simple stuff that people want to hear. Is she in custody? Is she wanted? You know what I'm saying? When is her next court date? Stuff like, simple. So I don't do no big breakdown, because it might be half of what the breakdown is, but because we never study law, then I could be going way over somewhere else. And I'm using common sense of what I think it is, but that's not what the law is stating on that paper. So it's just best to hear it from people who have done their due diligence, but always still feed it with a grain of salt. Not that people are lying. Not, there's a handful of people that I know are pulling up legal docs. But when you get somebody like Cassandra who does this for a living, she has a practice, you know what I'm saying? She works for herself. Then it's a little bit more safer, but she's still using in her opinion because she's not studying law or she's not in that state. And the laws of Oklahoma are different probably from where she's from. So she's got to tread lightly, and she is, so that she's not penalized or scrutinized from the public from statements that she might make on the actual legal docs that she's reading and sharing with us. You still can drop the ball. So to be safe, you say in your opinion or allegedly. Period, point blank.
With y'all, there's so many times that I had to get straight with people. Like, you can't fire me. The only thing the attorney can say is, hey, we don't want to contract with you no more. That's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not employed by nobody. I work for myself. So if you call me with the BS, I'm going to cuss you out politely. And that's fine. We don't have time to sit here and answer calls because you're trying to tell on somebody that doesn't even know your name. That is the crazy part. How many times have you called your child's teacher regarding their grades? How many times have you gone to a town hall meeting about criminals in your area, or the potholes that are down the street, or the light fixture that doesn't work on your street, but you are simply worried about somebody who honestly don't even know you? How about we put that much energy in protecting our community that we are actually living in? If you could put that much energy in calling Oklahoma while you in California or New York or Florida or Nebraska, how about you put that energy into doing something useful in your community?
Right. So
that's all I'm saying.
Take somebody down,
and you can't come back and say, well, Cassandra don't. Cassandra has a adult education center. Cassandra works as a paralegal, a notary. I teach. I do all of it. I am in my community.
That's what's up, sis.
Oh, no, you're good, hot tea, hot chocolate. You are good. No, but I just wanted to come on here and clarify that the motion has been granted. It simply just means that the law firm did what they were supposed to do. Chrisean pleaded out, and the case has been finalized. So now it is just the waiting game as to what will happen in the next couple of days.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to happen.
It's now just a waiting game, and we've all said it. We all have said it. The responsible channel holders, shout out again to Hennessy Review. We have to wait. We can't stress out the commentators that are not being messy, like Hennessy Review and your favorite paralegal, Cassandra. Shout out to them. We can't just harass them or say they don't know what they're talking about, or they're acting funny now. They're not trying to release the information on what's going on with Chrisean. No, it's a waiting game. We cannot give you an answer until it is answered, until it is presented on a legal documentation, or it comes from the horse's mouth, Chrisean Rock, or someone who is a reputable person who talks to Chrisean Rock that we know hasn't from the past, told us one thing and it was another. And it certainly wouldn't be Chastity we want to get the information from. Somebody who talks to Chrisean Rock, and Chrisean Rock may have explained what they're doing with her in the situation that she's in right now. But other than that, it's a waiting game. That's all we can do is wait.
No, because I don't do that. What I do is I pull court dockets and I explain it to you guys. That's what I do. I don't come on here with my opinions based off of other people's opinions. Right. I don't do that. I do not do that. I do not go on other people's channels.
They'll get you messed
and be
up.
like, oh, okay, this is what they said. Let me report this. No, I go straight to the court dockets and I pull paperwork. I pull this paperwork because I draft, not in these cases, but I draft this type of paper. I draft petitions, motions, notices, final judgments, summary judgments, whatever the case may be, I draft them. So I know where to go and I know how to read them. So that,
and keeping it all the way real, this is very useful and educational information that some platforms do get really into depth with and shares with the public. But at the end of the day, we still need to, if we're not people that study law, you need to still break it down what these legal terms mean. Like give a scenario to make it make more sense, because a lot of people still don't understand these legal dockets. I don't either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and she does do a breakdown. Like she'll read the legal dockets and then she'll give you an example of what this really means, not in a legal term, so that it makes more sense to you. Because you can read legal documents all day long, but that's almost like a second language to some people, including myself. You still got to break down, okay, you read the legal document. Now, what does that mean? Is that good or bad? Still, people are thinking in their head for Chrisean Rock. Some of these legal documents that they read out can cause people to start having anxiety because they're like, is this bad? This is a lot of literature here. This doesn't look too good, all this, what they're reading on Chrisean, but it could be like 5 pages of, a legal terminology report. And we're thinking it's so many pages and we're not really understanding everything that's being read to us, that it means that Chrisean Rock is in a bad state right now, which may be that she is looking good for her. So that's why sometime after we read it, show us the receipts, we need to break it down in simpler terms so people can all be on the same page.
That's what I do. I don't speak on nothing else. I read, I give you guys my interpretation of what it is in simplest terms, and that's it. Hey, yes, I know. Normally I don't go live, but I had time today. But I keep saying I have a family case that I have to do discovery. And once we finish that case, y'all, I am going to come on here and tell y'all guys about it. Long story short, the husband is bat-ish crazy. This man broke this lady car window with a bar stool. But that's a whole, these family cases is the juice. Okay. I'm gonna read some of these comments and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let's see. Okay, so Nandi, I hope I'm saying your name correct, is rock free from any legal further stuff with Oklahoma. As of right now, all I see is that the attorneys have withdrew from her case because the case has been finalized and she pleaded.
Now, I respected someone who asked the question in the comment section of this video. And, is she now free and clear, basically? From what she just, our favorite paralegal, Cassandra, just explained to us, you have to understand. That makes sense to Cassandra because she went to school for this. But to someone like us that didn't go to school for it, we're not in this field, we're not around these legal terms or legal documents all the time. We only probably have to pick up these kind of things if family members or loved ones or friends get into, criminal situations, and then we're trying to help them out and we pull up information to try, like I said, to help them out. But the person, like I'm saying, I just got finished saying, people still don't understand, and that is okay. You didn't go to school for it. Don't beat yourself up for it. People want to hear in simpler terms, what do these legal documents that you are sharing with us mean? Do the breakdown so it's understandable to the public. So maybe people won't be running with these false narratives, with these false lies to the community.
Out. That is all that I see. I don't see anything on the court docket that will indicate anything else. If I do see anything, I will definitely come report that for you guys. Dolores says, yes, Blueface and Sean need to sue these bloggers and T pages for cyberbullying and defamation of character. Now, cyberbullying, I can kind of see that, but ooh, that's going to be a case in itself
Very
with the
expensive too.
cyberbullying. But I mean, Blueface really can't sue
'Cause
nobody.
he started it.
That's a whole nother different story.
He can't sue nobody because he started the circus. That'd be the kettle. What is it called? The pot calling the kettle black. Shoot, he's the biggest troll of Blueface is.
Right there. But I mean, they can always present it to a lawyer and see, as neither one of them even like the law. I don't see them doing that, to be honest. Thank you, Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate.
That's what's up,
100%
Tiffany.
you speak on what you're showing us. Awesome. Stacy says someone should have called cuz all y'all do is sweep under rug. She's still going OKC tomorrow. I mean, if somebody could come up and tell me that. It's thank you. Yes, I don't like people, coming to me and you trying to talk mess and you are not using grammar, punctuation, spelling, none of that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I am a paralegal, but I am a teacher first, and I teach my GED students strictly about, I don't care what platform you on, if you're texting, if you're writing a letter, if you're filling out a job application, grammar, spelling, and punctuation is very important to me. Yep. Are you putting much in her child because you clearly don't care about behavior she has? Let me tell you something, Miss Stacy. I'm gonna tell you something. I have 3 children.
Now, before she starts, I'm gonna be in her defense. Chrisean's a grown woman, first and foremost. That is not her job to get up here and report. That's not how she presents her information. Now, me, on the other hand, I talk about Chrisean's behaviors when she ain't doing right and she's crashing, because I don't want somebody draining my energy that I'm trying to that I see the light in, but they don't see the light in themselves. And I'm not co-signing anything that Chrisean does when I know she's crashing. And I know that she knows she's crashing, but she don't care because she feels I'm Chrisean Rock, I can do whatever I want. That's being reckless. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. But in this case, she presents her information based on her legal expertise and also the receipts, which are the documents that are public to the public, which are these legal docs. However, she's not a channel holder that's gonna talk about what Chrisean Rock should or should not do. So people need to, don't tell people how to manage their channel. Manage your household, all right, at home, and stop trying to manage channel holders' pages. Everybody reports the information or does their commentary differently. You can't put us all in a box. And that's what being different is, what makes everything interesting.
Children. I have 3 businesses. I'm doing this YouTube for fun. Okay? With Chrisean, the only thing I could do for Chrisean is to pray. I can't do nothing else. And can't nobody else do anything else but Chrisean and her family. Period.
That's right.
So while you are asking me this question, I'm asking you this question. Why are you putting you're talking about behavior, but yet
But I'm gonna say this too. Now, this lady, this how you know misery likes company. This lady hasn't done anything for somebody to just spark up an argument with her like they just did right now. She ain't being ratchet. She's trying to go in, do the work that nobody's willing to do, which is pull up these legal documents and see what's going on with Chrisean Rock's case. She sounds very professional and polite, and when she does put you in your place, she's not ratchet with it. And somebody still will find something to curveball this live commentary this lady's doing to stop mess, because they don't want it. They don't want to have that grown-up conversation and everything, and everybody's in harmony and everybody's in sync. They want the mess. It doesn't matter if I was talking about a juicing video and I was juicing watermelon juice, somebody would come into the chat that knows that I do commentary on Chrisean Rock, and they would make something into something.
Probably have a neighbor that is doing some things Are you invested in their life?
These are the same people that tell their kids to go to school.
Are you invested in their life? And what am I doing stalking her case? Baby, if I could pull up my profile,
public information.
I work cases. I'm a paralegal, if you did not know that. So my YouTube channel is based off of celebrity and non-celebrity court cases. Okay. So I just don't do Chrisean. I do Diddy. I do Fiona Harvey. I do some Netflix series.
A very uneducated person. And what are you stalking her case for? This is not stalking Chrisean Rock's case. This is public information. This person don't even know that they're embarrassing themselves by using the word stalking. They could have used, and why are you keeping us updated on Chrisean Rock's case? But she has every right, just like I have every right, if I chose to present my information on my channel like that, just like Cassandra, I have that same right to go on and go to either the courts or to look it up online. What information is updated and put online is it's public information. And if you know the person's first and last name and maybe a few other things like date of birth, maybe even the social security number. Hopefully you don't have no Chrisean Rock social security number. You ain't got no business with it. But you can get this online. It's public information. So this person sounds like a dum-dum.
It's not just about Chrisean. So before you come to me, I need you to do some research on me and then come back and ask me whatever it is that you want to ask me. Miss Love says, I don't know why they hate her so much. Hey, Diva News Up. Hey, girl, how you doing? Venus, what's up, girl? What's up, Venus? What's up? Thank you, love. Ramona, why does Stacy have a rich girl? No, Stacy, she don't have no rich. She put that on there. She put that on there. It's like be both negative and positive. Yes, it will. It definitely will. And I understand that. That's the whole purpose. Like, I love having discussions when it comes to anything legal. Okay. My thing is, don't come for me and you can't properly spell or input the correct punctuation. Because what side note, okay, if I have to spend my time trying to decipher what you are saying to me, the message that you are trying to send me is now
non and void.
Because I'm spending my time trying to figure out what you're trying to say because you have so many punctuational errors, grammatical errors, all this other stuff. So, yeah.
She said next.
She may be a mechanic or a spiritual child of, I don't even know nothing about that. I'm sorry. She said, give me a wrench. I'll get that hater out here. I am. Whenever I get to where I need to be, I will start making sure I have my crew so we can, because y'all know I don't play that. Fab giving shout out to Blue Rock and Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate.
I'm going to definitely give a shout out to your favorite paralegal, Cassandra, because I was thinking in my head as I'm listening to her, she's going to definitely be a hit on this channel because she's going to be able to pull up documentation on a lot of people that are in the algorithm right now. You know, unfortunate situations like these rappers that are being unalived, or these rappers that are getting hit with RICOs and all this other stuff. She'll be able not just to pull up information on those, you know, like on Chrisean Rock and Blueface, but on to A to Z, everybody that's in the industry of social media, that's in the algorithm right now, and everybody got their name in their mouth. She'll be able to pull up, and people are going to be interested to come into her channel so she could do the breakdown in simpler terms. People are going to love that kind of content going forward.
I see her everywhere in comments and hate on Chrisean. Girl, y'all, they know I don't be playing. So a lot of hey Fabs, hey Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate. She needs a screwdriver for the loose screw. That is funny.
Yeah,
I truly love the late great Nippy. That classic interview she did with Wendy Williams, she kept asking her, why is she so into her business? Wendy kept reminding, you are a public figure. And that is correct. That is correct. That's why they are considered in the entertainment industry. You have entertainment lawyers. You have what you call those journalists, communicate. Like, come on, we need something to keep us up on a day to day. This is people's livelihood. So yeah, you are in a public figure, so therefore we are going to talk about you. Period.
Exactly. I agree
BB
with
the
that.
Goddess. Hey, how are you doing, man? These numbers are going up. I'm glad that you were able to call the live. Hot Chocolate saying hi to Miss Audra, or my notary group, or the paralegal group that I'm in, whatever the case may be. So we are always learning. So I don't fault anybody, because life is about learning. Okay?
That's right.
Rent, we call it a spanner. We also call people who are unintelligent a spanner. So I guess some court cases that, you know, have been resolved, cold cases, all that stuff. So I do find that interesting. That's the whole purpose of me starting this. Yeah. Is there a link to your notary group? Hold on, let me see if I could do this right quick while I am talking to y'all on here. Da 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 da. And I'll go. What up? What up? I agree, because it's ongoing 20 years now. Ramona said press the like button.
So getting back to the task at hand, please go subscribe to your favorite paralegal, Cassandra. Yeah, I just, like I said, we just got to be careful what we put up here. That's why, you know, you got to use, as much as, you know, you don't want to, you got to use discernment when putting statements up here. I stay in my lane. Everybody presents the information accordingly. Now, you know, right now, this is a really touchy, you know, situation, you know, talking about what's going on with Chrisean Rock. Now, we can all do the breakdown all day long when it comes to stuff that's going on in Chrisean Rock's personal, because she shares that with the public. So does Blueface. Okay, that's different. That's nothing you have to go to school for. If somebody tells you their side of the story in a toxic, turbulent relationship, then pretty much we know what's going on, and we can still form an opinion from that. But when it comes to legal docs and stuff like that, and we haven't no education behind our belt, or we're not in that field, because some people are not, didn't go to school for it, but they work around certain entities that went to school for it, so they kind of sort of know what some things mean, and they can share the wisdom with other people. That's different. But we're not talking about, you know, Blueface just came over to Chrisean Rock's house and threw a brick through her Maserati, and then he trashed the house. No, that's a different kind of commentary. You know, this commentary here has to be, it's very sensitive information. It has to be presented responsibly. And if you don't know how to present the information, maybe it doesn't make sense to you, you still got to do your due diligence so that it's broken down in order for you to bring it back to your community, so that you're not bringing back misinformation. So that's why I stay you know, far away from trying to pull up legal docs. And if I do, it's got to be this in the simplest terms of what's going on. You know, I like to stay with the, okay, Chrisean Rock is not wanted. That's the status. She's in custody. Or, you know, sometime if they take celebrities into court, they have, you know, recordings of them going into court, and maybe she may have looked back and said hi to one of her fans or something. Or she may have was going into court and was explaining what they're taking her in handcuffs for, or what she doesn't understand why they're taking her in handcuffs. You know, I like to hear stuff from the horse's mouth and just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that are up here making things into more than what it is. They're adding spins on it. And that's because they simply don't care about Chrisean Rock like they're perceiving things to be. So you got to protect your eyes and your ears. And I say that all the time because people sometimes don't mean well on you. Just like when people say that they're praying. When people say that they're praying, you better hope that they're praying for you and not praying on you. Because I'm telling you, there's some evil people out here. There's some evil entities out here. You can get rocked to sleep really quick when people don't have your best interest at heart. So always keep that in mind. Also, I want to let you guys know while I'm up here, I will be going live today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could not sleep because I went to sleep during the late afternoon, about 5:30, and I got up around 12 midnight. So I was looking at the your favorite paralegal, and this is how we're here talking about that. But there's some other things that I wanted to discuss later on. I'm going to keep that separately. However, we definitely will be going live today at 10 a.m. I was about to say p.m. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not going to be doing the 7 a.m. live. We're going to be doing the 10 a.m. live today. And because it's Friday, we're going to be turning it up all day. I'm going to keep y'all busy. Okay? I'm going to keep y'all very busy. With updates, also doing some walk down memory lanes, reminding y'all how we got here. And hopefully by the end of the day, we get some good Friday, good news on Chrisean Rock. I don't know what it's looking like for Blueface, honey. But hopefully we can get some, good information, good updates on Chrisean Rock so she can get back to her baby. Hey, Rosen, what you say? Please do. You already know it. So, because yesterday I had a lot going on with me, guys, and Hunty, I was drained. They try to drain, the demons try to drain the energy. And I had to rest and get peace and be still. And that's what I did. But definitely I have a lot of stuff I want to catch up with. A lot of things that I'm side-eyeing. And like I said, you don't need no legal degree to bring up these entities or these situations. So we'll definitely be, pointing out that BS that I've been seeing. Like I said before, I fell off to sleep late afternoon around 5-ish. I was looking at some things until I crashed, and then the laptop was looking at me. But it said, yeah, I'll go to bed after this so I can be on the toes for the loons, girl. We need y'all. Matter of fact, Rosen, I don't know why you're not a mod. Let me make you a mod. Yeah, I need y'all, honey. Cause see, it's Friday night. They just got paid. Yeah, they're gonna be acting up. Yeah, because I'm gonna be definitely on here today. I probably do. I don't want to speak too much work on myself, but Rosen, I gotta make you a mod. I don't know why you haven't became a mod. I don't got enough mods. I have enough mods, however, a lot of them were with the Nature Boy content, and I might have to remove some of them, not because I'm mad at them, but because I need current mods. You know what I'm saying? And protection. You know what I'm saying? I need some protection out here. So yeah, you are now a mod, Rosen. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be coming through these YouTube streets today, and we're gonna be, live in full effect. So today it looks like I'm gonna be doing a 10 o'clock, and who knows, I might be doing another live between 4 and 7 Eastern Standard Time tonight. I don't know. Whatever feels right for me. I think if I start getting tired for some reason, I might do an earlier live, but then again, I might not do another live after 10 o'clock. We just got to play it by ear. That's how I have to do it. I don't want to make promises I can't keep because, people don't respect that. Sometimes we can't all be here at all the same time, Rosen. Congratulations. Yes, you're right. But I'm just talking about a lot of my mods are from the Nature Boy content, Tiffany. And a lot of people really, and I do have day ones that still follow me, but a lot of people now that Nature Boy is no longer, he's doing life. with no possibility of parole. You know, a lot of people they don't follow Chrisean Rock, which is respected. You know, I can't make people look at content that I chose to move on with and put in place. Just like I'm quite sure there's people who don't follow me anymore that used to follow me only for the Jaguar Right content or for the Queen Op content. So you know, there are people that I do keep as moderators that they might not come every day or once a week, but they come, you know, once in a while, and I do see them. They'll definitely keep their wrenches. But the ones that, you know, they're just totally they've disappeared off the face of the earth. I need that room for mods that are actively currently in this time. You know, so that's what I mean. There's no hard feelings. I'm not mad at anybody. Everybody's not gonna want to listen to Chrisean Rock. That might not be their thing, and we have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with that. You feel me? So listen, I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I just wanted you guys to hear the update, and I wanted someone who has the expertise to help us make it make sense, and for me to make it make sense, and us make it make sense together. I will try to also be on the page. I'm subscribed, but not mod yet over there. I'll be here. I enjoy whatever you cover. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely cover on the second page Chrisean Rock content. So on that second page, eventually I'll be covering from A to Z. You understand, on that second channel. And I won't feel scared to do it because, you know, I know my main channel is where my audience is really at for now. I'm building the second channel, and I want to start doing content from A to Z and the algorithm getting used to that so that I have diversity. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, this channel will be for Chrisean Rock. And also I will periodically also put from A to Z content on here. I definitely will be migrating to different content on here as well. You guys see it here and there, me talking about different entities, social media entities. So it's going to definitely converge into both channels being from A to Z content on celebrity news. I don't like saying gossip because I like you guys to take something away from. I hope you learn, or you feel inspired, or you don't feel like you're drained after you get off my content. Then I feel as though you took something away from it.